Red Hook. Got a bunch of money from these people in order to
Ruin has come to our family.
make kind of a Lovecraftian game,
You
sort of.
remember our men.
I call it Darkest Dungeon. Because, well, that's what it's called, isn't it? Alrighty. So, darkest darkness. Shut up. And we are going to blip right through the all this shit. And we're going to go straight to the tutorial, which is here, which you will very shortly see is not very complicated. This is a loading screen, believe it or not. This, you got to wait till this comes up and then you can click. So there's going to be tooltips, and what you're going to see is just me skipping them. I'm just going to skip them. And then here, let's see. Basically, there's a map that shows you where you're going, where you are and where you're going, and that's this map here. So this is a party of 2. There's a maximum party of 4. And as far as combat is concerned, it's a big deal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the enemy can have obviously up to 1, 2, 3, 4, and the enemy can have up to 1, 2, 3, 4. The green outline here, it's a doorway. You can't see that yet, but it indicates that's where you started. That's where you came in. We've the stagecoach crashed, and so we're walking the rest of the way to our ancestral home, where eldritch horrors are slowly manifesting, or something, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we want to go here. We're going to leave the starting area. We're going to walk along the path, and we are going to get to the next room. Da 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 da, I think everything's okay.
Send these vermin a message.
Da 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 da. That's right, he's still talking. Stab! So if there's this thing here, that means that this person hasn't gone yet. So this one doesn't have a thingy, that means he's already gone, which, as you see, I just did. These are the attacks I can make. This is the simplest one.
Their formation is maintain the offensive.
Yeah. Okay. So, back to the map. This is our inventory. As you might guess, with only 4 people, the party order is important. This button resets the default party order. Whatever you started as, this would change it. So I can move this guy back. I can't, yeah. And then if I click this button, well, that's supposed to. Alright, never mind. Maybe I don't know what that button does. Maybe that button means fuck you, Tim Norton. I don't know. Okay. So, but if you look here, you see the torch, that's us. We have proceeded from the place we started, designated by the green door, and we are behind the green door. And we are headed towards this other room. And this is just a loot deal. I'm not entirely convinced that just skipping all the loot deals is a bad idea. There's good and there's bad. I guess it's a good idea because it's more money, and the actual, tangible, devastating bad effects don't happen that often. So I guess I've done the tutorial 5 or 6 billion times now, so I happen to know that this is going to come out well. Yes. 75 gold!
Treasure could staunch the flow.
And in here we go.
Otherworldly
So
corruption.
now the torch is in the room. So the torch was here, it came along, and we said when it was in here, we had to say which room you're going to go to. There's only one other room here. In other maps, there's more than one, as you'll see shortly. This one is going to shoot all two of these guys. And this one is going, I'm just going to, actually this one will attack both. When the, I don't know if you can see it. I can't click on the thing. I'm pointing to it with my finger, but you probably can't see that. If you look here under Zealous Accusation, you can see 2 red dots, and the 2 red dots are, let me see if I can turn this audio down a little bit. You're too loud, audio. Okay. Yes. Go back. Okay, go back now. There we go. So underneath here, you see 2 red dots, and that means that this attack will attack the first 2 positions. So if you think of the dots as position 1, 2, 3, and 4, starting from the inside and going out, which is how I'm going to refer them, so you might as well think of it that way. This one indicates that the first 2 positions will be attacked. This one indicates that either of the first 2 positions can be attacked. That indicates the same thing, obviously. And this is something that you can cast on yourself. And I'm just going to attack this guy. 12 points, that's gotta hurt. And we dodged his bullet now. Ooh, 9 points, ouch. Now, that particular attack that he did pushed my front guy back 1. In addition to hitting him. And if you look at the bottom right of the tooltip for that guy, you can see something called point blank shot under skills. And those blue arrows means they're going to push somebody. He's pushing him. And the down arrow means a debuff. And I'm sure you know what a debuff is. I never liked the word debuff. A buff is a buff. Whether it's good or bad, I can figure it out. It's not complicated. But anyway, a debuff are bad ones and buffs are good ones. But they call them debuffs in this game. So he got pushed back, and he has -2 dodge for 3 rounds. And he has point blank shot did this to him. Crits received have an extra 4% chance for 2 rounds, and blah blah blah. You get the point. But the thing is, he was knocked out of order. And the ability to push people out of order can be devastating. Now that particular strike is this one here. It's called Open Vein, and as you see, ACC is attack chance, and it's a melee attack, and it does bleed damage, 2 points for 3 rounds. And it also debuffs the target. It's stupid. It's a buff. I don't know why. I guess buff is up because a buff is a shine. I don't know why, but I would just call them buffs. I can figure out whether it's good or bad. Anyway, so the debuff that it applies is that their chance to resist a bleed attack goes down. And if we look here, in addition to the other debuffs he had because he used the point blank shot, he also got an extra chance for bleed resist. Now, unfortunately, this guy back here can't do that, but he can do a stun. This is a stun to the first 2. So, but his stun resistance, if you look at it here on the bottom left of his tooltip, his stun resistance is 50%. So fuck that. So I'm going to do what I call hitting him on the head really hard with a sword, which it turns out was pretty effective. So it's a fresh round. Sparky's gonna bleed him. Ooh, 5 points. Just almost did him in.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Don't worry about that. Okay. So the quest was get to town after the stagecoach crashed. So we did it. This one is keep adventuring, and this one is just finish the quest. I'm going to keep adventuring, and I'm going to default party order. So we still have this debuff on. So I'm going to have Sparky here look in this chest, and it's going to do something bad to him. And I know that because, not because it's a chest, but because I've done the tutorial a number of times, and it's always bad. Looking! It's trapped! So that, in fact, was a chance to either give me something called blight or disease me. I have no idea what the difference is between blight and disease. But my chance to resist that is 30% for each, or his chance. We got nothing out of it. It was a complete waste, and fuck everything. So we click here, we finish the quest, and then it does this tedious loading screen for the... These are resources you can spend to improve buildings in town, and this is what I call cash. These are leftover supplies. I had 2 pieces of food, and so they sold them back. And this is gold. Bandages are good, and because if I have a bleed effect, you can stop. Okay, I'm getting into too much detail. Okay, so we live and die here. See, now he got a nice 50% damage buff in a certain kind of dungeon. Oh, and he also got a nice extra 10% damage. I'll tell you about torches in a bit. Okay, so this is a loading screen, which, okay, I don't care about that. And wait, I don't care about that. Okay, so I have 2 guys. And let's have a look. So what I'm doing here is I'm right-clicking on this guy. And I can see these are his skills that he knows how to use. That skill is no longer available. That one is no longer available. That one, that one. Now he can't do anything. So if I were to launch him, I guess... Well, I guess I could call up this screen. I never tried. But, so active, inactive. Really the purpose of this is if you learn it, you can only have 4 available at a time. So if you have one of these other skills, then you'd have to take off one of these in order to get it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I take off the bleed in order to get this ability to attack the back row. Something like that. And these are his attributes. You can go to the Abbey, and there's 3, I think there's praying and meditating, and there's another one. Masturbating? No, it's not masturbating. What is it? There's another one. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the self-flagellation. So you're you're kind of a monk, and you just sort of whip yourself until you feel better. But the only way that this, and what you're getting rid of is stress. And if you see my cursor here, these dots here represent how much stress you have. Right now he has 0 stress. And as does Dismas here. So one of the things I'm going to do real quick here is change the name of this fella to Bill McLean. EA McLean. Bill McLean. Is that how you spell your name? Why am I tripping on that? I don't know why. I don't care. If it's wrong, then it is. And I'm going to call this guy so they've reached level 1, and when they got to level 1, they got this thing happened. So he had this, and then he had these 2 also by default. And then when he got this quirk thing, when I got this, when he reached the level 1, I got a positive. But I could have gotten another negative. So it was actually pretty lucky. And this one also could have gotten another negative, but he didn't. So this guy is sort of the opposite. Cordison is sort of the opposite of Bill McLean, because he can't Bill McLean can only pray in order to relieve stress, but Quartyson can relieve stress in any way except gambling. Because in addition to going to the Abbey, you can also go to the inn and you can have sex with prostitutes, you can drink, or you can gamble. And he cannot gamble because he's a known cheat. So two simply isn't enough. And so here is the stagecoach. And what the stagecoach does is bring new people to town.
Women and men,
Uh,
soldiers and outlaws,
and
fools
this
and
bit here,
princes,
so you can see there's two
all
people
will
here.
find their way
I'm
to
going to
the
click
spot of
here,
risk.
and the increases the number of available heroes to 3. So so
Blood is
after I finish
traveling,
the first dungeon crawl,
ambition is
I
stirring
come
in
back here.
distant
Instead of there being
cities.
2 here, there'll be
Who
3 here.
prevents this?
And the actual number of
A
here,
system
that
of
doesn't cost
war,
anything to take them, by the way.
yes, and
The
of
actual
love.
number of heroes you need is 10 or 20 million zillion. These guys are all gonna die. They're all gonna die. This whole going into the manor thing and investigating the Eldritch Horrors business is very hazardous, and people die all the time. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. So what you really need to do is sort of level up kind of as many people as you can. So you would want to take maybe one experienced person and drag along 3 newbies or 3 less experienced persons to keep. What you're trying to do is keep an average. So no, the loss of one per. You don't want to invest a lot of time and money and effort into one guy and then just have him be killed. So what we're gonna do is go to a dungeon. And I'm going to look at all the available choices. Let's see, I can go to the ruins and this dungeon here, or I can go to the darkest dungeon and go to whatever this shit is. Huh. Wow. Interesting. And this one is... that's kind of a nice one, I guess. So these are the quest rewards. This is the easy one. I've done it a number of times. I'm going to do it again with you. And here is the reward. If I finish, I'm going to get 3. I'm going to explore 90% of the rooms in the ruins in whatever this is. I don't know what this is called. For scouting. Test yourself in the mad realm of the fallen ancestor. Take note of how, I don't know what all that means. But I'm going to get this health stone if I succeed. And this is just stuff you need to improve places like the tavern. Where you go to drink and gamble and whore, or improve the stables to get more heroes per round. And this is what I call gold, and you use it to spend to buy things. So the other guys here, this one is a healer, also a known cheat. The nun is a known cheat. Look at this though, she's pretty tough. I like it. So you can see where this particular skill, which position it can hit. It can hit either one of the 2 red dots, which is 1 and 2. This is a something that does a little bit of damage and self heals, and it can hit any of the 4 positions. And this one can hit the first 3. This one heals people in the party. The yellow dots, if I can bring your attention to those, we've been talking about the red dots, but the yellow dots on the left, they are that indicate what position you have to be in order to be able to use that skill. So I could only do Mace Bash if this chick was in one of the first 2 positions. To use Judgment here, I'd have to be in one of the 2 back positions, 3 or 4. This one I can be in 2, 3, or 4 in order to use it, and it has a stun, by the way. It's a nice spell. And this one is just a pure healing spell, but I need to be in the back in order to cast it. So I kind of have to make a choice here, front or back. And these 2 require that I be in one of the back 2 positions. This is one of the back 3. So I could actually be in position 3 or position 4. And in either case, I couldn't use this, but I could use any of these other 3. So 3 or 4 for her. And we'll close that. And this one is kind of a chemist. And he can be in the back row or the third position. Okay. Okay. So he's going to be in position 3 and she's going to be in position 4. So he's in position 3 and she's going to be in, did I do that right? So she can't, just straight up can't use this, but in the back row she can use that, back row she can use that, or in the position 4, okay. So she can use all of these 3 skills in the back, and he can use all of these from position 3. As you can see. Okay. Fears the unholy. I don't know what a virtue chance is. 10% damage below 50%. You can see there, these are things you use when you're camping. We're not going to do that this round. Okay. So we're going here because it's going glowy. And now the provisioning is this position. And this is the game's way of taking your money. So you go and earn money, but this is really where you spend. Is that right? Yeah, I would say you spend a good deal of money here. I'm going to go with yes. Scouting has a 25% chance. So one of the things you need is food, and I will show you that as we go along. But I'm going to take 10. And I'm going to take 8 torches, and I'm going to take a shovel, and I'm going to take a bandage, and this is, okay. And then what I would do before I would normally leave is click here, because this is where the curios are kept. But I don't have any curios because I just started. All these are newbies. So away we go. Okay, so we look at the map. This is where we are. There was no scouting done. There's a scout chance, a base scout chance of 25%, and it's modified by characters, but I don't know how they're modified. We'll call this one, we're going to name this one. We're going to call this one, okay. And we'll call this one, I haven't told you this, Bill, but the truth is, it's a little embarrassing, but I think of myself as a woman. I think I'm a woman in a man's body. It's kind of weird, but, you know, I gotta be me, you know? So, what I'm viewing is we were here, and basically the question is, where do I want to go? And there's only one place to go, which is here. So I clicked on that, and we're going there. And what we're doing is we're running along the hallway now. Running along the hallway, boo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. And here's something in the hallway that we found. I am going to click on it, and we found a torch. And now we have another torch. And so this is a good time. I found a torch. So this is how much light there is. I don't know if you can tell, but right here, this is the edge of the light meter. And if the glowy part is past this this 3/4 mark, then everybody's chance to dodge, our chance to scout is increased, and the chance that we will surprise monsters increases. And I'll tell you what those things. Well, dodge is dodge. Scouting, I'll show it to you when it happens. But basically, my thought is, even though torches are a little bit expensive, it's better just to keep this bar up above that and always have that be max. I guess later on in the game, I don't know, I haven't gotten very far in the game, so I don't know. So here, my feeling is, it's still there, but it's close enough. So now I've used the torch, and I'm up here now. In we go. Bad guys. Oh my goodness, where did they come from? So I see these bad guys have 8 hit points each. I see their dodge is fuck all. It looks like, if you look at their resistances, these are both the same. If you look at their resistances, you see that they're vulnerable, or 10% chance to resist stun, 10% chance to resist blight, 200 percent chance to resist a bleed effect. So I guess that's because they're skeletons and don't have any blood. I don't know. But the point is, if I have some sort of bleed attack, there's not much point in attacking them. So you kind of have to keep an eye on that. And I'm not sure what debuff is supposed to mean, really, frankly. Maybe it's the chance to not be cursed. I'm not sure. So here's Alexander 2K. He is the he's kind of a poisoner, sort of. And this particular skill that he has, he can't use because it only hits people in the 3rd and 4th position, although it does hit both of them. And this one does a bleed attack, but these guys don't bleed. But if I were to attack him, it would do somewhere between 4 and 7. I'm going to rest the cursor on there, and you can look down below. And it says it's a bone rabble, and it has 8 hit points. And underneath that, it says chance to hit the hero, chance to crit, and hero to hit. And so what it's doing is it's telling me my chance to hit them with this attack. So my potential damage is 4 to 7. This one buffs anybody in the party. This one has a chance to stun, and it will also shuffle. Now, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference who gets the turn order here, but a chance to stun, maybe I'll take them out a turn, and but it won't do any damage. He resisted the stun, so fuck that shit. So this one, I'm just going to use this attack, which is it attacks it attacks the first 3 positions all at once. There is no 3rd position to be attacked. And this one actually does damage and heals this chick. And this is a chance to stun. And if you notice down at the bottom of the tooltip there, it says that it increases the torch also. So it's kind of a free torch. So if you can, this is kind of a nice thing. It also shows the base chance to hit. So let's have a look. So my chance to hit, where am I? My chance to hit to stun is 100%. But his chance to resist is 10%, the stun resist. So I have a 90% chance of stunning him, which it'll do. Am I right? Hell to the yeah. Boom! And I got a point of damage. So he's out of it. So you notice he hasn't gone yet. He hasn't gone yet. Their speed, by the way, is all 1, and our speed is all more than that. Actually, it says it right here, doesn't it? Speed 1. Yeah. So this one has a stun chance also. Let's try it on this guy.
Executed with impunity.
Just killed him outright. Okay. So his turn came up, but he was stunned, so he just... Okay. And this will attack anything in the first 2 positions, so I'm just going to try and finish him. Any kind of hit will finish him. Alright. Let's see if we have better luck with this particular chest. And we got... I like it. Even if I don't use the shovel or the torch or the key, I'll sell it back at the end of the... assuming we make it back alive. Notice her stress has gone up a little bit. 20 out of 200. They start having kind of fits and shit when they're at 100. So from here to here is 100, and then if you do it again, I'm not sure I've ever had a guy get to 200, but at 100 they go nuts. They have to make a dice roll, and because they're freaking out. And when the dice roll will be something like they become abusive. Like when I get angry or stressed, I become abusive. I go, those fuckers, I can't believe they fucking fuck. And that's what they do. And it kind of in turn stresses other people out. So that's one result. Another result is fearful, and maybe they'll lock up. Possibly there's a chance that they'll just lock up for a turn and not do anything. Sometimes you lose control of them and they attack fellow party members. Sometimes it's a positive effect. They like find deep inner resolve. Anyway, you probably don't remember, but we're in the room. So we're going, when I went here, we were here, we did all the business, but when I clicked on the map in the room, that was our chance, our 25% chance to see if there was going to be a scout, which there wasn't. On to the next room. Always look for the Union label. So I'm going to dig this clear. So I have a shovel. And what I'm going to do is remove this obstacle with my hands and not use the shovel. So this is clearing an obstacle with your hands, and watch what happens. We took damage, we took stress, and we lost a lot of light. It's a triple whammy. So that's why you bring a shovel. I'll bring the light back up. It's not that much stress. I'm kind of secretly hoping somebody will freak out because it's kind of entertaining. So because we had a lot of light, if you recall here, because the light was past 3/4, I guess this is like 75, and then so I guess whatever this is 81. You can see 4 pluses next to Monster Surprise. So what that means is that there's a chance that we will come upon them unawares. And so that is in fact what happened. So instead of the normal round order, which is basically based on initiative, only they call it speed. You know, we called it initiative back in the day, but here they call it speed. So Alexander 2K here, he has a speed of 7. So, and this guy has a speed of 1. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. I can't put my finger on I can't move the mouse cursor down to the tooltip, but if you look down and the white text, it says dodge 0, speed 1. This one is speed 7. So if there was a roll, they'd have to roll to see who goes first. Assuming those are the highest speeds here, which I don't know if they are or not. But in this case, these guys are surprised. That means all of us go first, and then all of them go. And then after that, then it just goes by initiative. So here the Plague Doctor is going to take, let's see, so this is a stun, and he has a 25% chance to resist stun. And this one is Blight, and he has a 20% chance to resist Blight. So if I stun him, he'll lose his turn. Let's see if we can put the Blight on him. So we were successfully able to Blight him. So the Blight is on, and that's this green dot here. And as you can see by the green dot, he's going to take 4 damage per round for 3 rounds. That's 12 points of damage. And his total number of points remaining is 12. So he's dead. Unless one of these other guys can debuff him and they can get rid of the debuff, then he's dead. But it's going to take him 3 rounds to die, if that makes sense. So he's going to get 3 rounds. And his skills... I don't know what his skills are, but I don't like it. I think he has some sort of stress, and he might have some kind of push. I can't remember exactly what he does. And we're going to try and... oh, maybe we can stun him. Then he would lose his turn and be blighted. Let's try that. Ooh, crit! Burn! Okay, so now he's going to take 4 points of damage. He's going to take it on his turn. Notice he hasn't, because we're all going first. When he takes his turn, he hasn't taken his turn yet, but when he does, he's going to take 4 points of damage, and he has 3 points of life remaining. So now he is dead. He is going to die before he can do a damn thing. So, hooray! So here then, this guy can't reach the back row. Is this you? It's you, isn't it? Bill McLean can't reach the back row. Bill, you need longer arms, buddy. And he has a chance to stun, and these guys have a 25%. Oh, this one has a 10%. Yeah, all right, let's try and stun this guy. Bill! Oh, man. Oh, see, he took his turn, and he died. And he took his turn. Now he's going to go, and he attacked that guy. He attacked Alexander 2K. That bastard. So now we're going by initiative now. So he's speed 7. So it's his turn, so he goes first. And let's see, speed 1. Both these guys, this one's speed 1, this one's speed 2. This one's speed 7, so he's going. Oh no, this is, well, I have to, okay. So I'm going to do this one. I think this is, no, I'm going to do this one. This one's going to attack. It attacks, as you can see by the red dots, all 3 of the first 3 positions at the same time. There is no third position, but it means I'm going to attack both of these at the same time. I might be tempted to do the bleed, but they cannot be bled. So hopefully we'll hit them both and kill this one. Or I could just miss them both because buckety buck. And here's a stun and a shuffle. Let's try the stun. This one's buffed. What is this? Stun resist, huh? Let's try the stun. You know what? Let's just go for the damage. The stun isn't gonna do. Let's see. Is this a stun? The stun doesn't actually do him any damage. So let's just hurt. Even though the bleed's not gonna work, let's hurt him. So now this one is gonna go, and what she's gonna do is go for the stun and increase the torch. Stun 25, stun 60. We'll try the first position for the stun. Got a point of damage and, oh, that's good. So this guy's going to go next, and we're just going to finish him. Hopefully. 16 points. So again, my high initiative on this guy is a 7. The initiative on this guy is or speed they call it, is a 2. That's why we're going. And I'm just going to keep up the pounding, I think, even though he doesn't bleed. 3 points. And maybe we can finish him with 1 point here. Actually, well, yeah, we'll stun him again. He resisted the stun. Now we're going to go, he's going to go. Ow! Bastard! Notice how the crit on him gave stress to the whole team. I'm pausing for effect. So, if you imagine yourself in such a group, so here I am and Cordison, you know, Bill McLean took it kind of personally, kind of freaked out a little when he got that massive blow. This one has an attack chance of 95. I think we're going to hit, and I think that's it. A crit on his part got rid of some, and the opposite happened. So if something spectacular happens that's really, really bad for you, kind of everybody takes a little stress, even though it might not happen to everybody. But if you do something that's really, really good, then you lose a little bit of stress. And we used star power here to increase the torch, so the torch is still pretty high. So we're going to go into the room. Ba-ba-da-ba, and what's in the room? There's nothing in the room. So this is our scout chance. It's 25% plus the torch, giving us a little bonus to scouting there. And we got some scouting. Okay. So we are here. Again, this is where you start. It's always the green door where you start. We were behind the green door, but then we went through it. This is where the torch is where we are, so we can go this way, or we can go this way, and I don't know, let's go this way. Da, 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 da. Let's look in the pack. Ooh. So that wasn't bad, that was good. Da, da, da. Notice the torch has dipped. So we're keeping things lit. In we go. I don't like that one. This one is the bad one. See, now watch the stress on him. Oh, fuck, he didn't have any stress. Why did he dodge it? I missed it. What happened? Hello? Hello? Who's going? This guy? Well, let's just attack all 3. What do you think? I can dig it. The last one dodged. And we're going to see if we can blight this one. See, I should be looking to see what their blight resist is before I do stuff like that. But too stupid. So, ow! Ow! That hurt! Damn! And he's bleeding. This one's bleeding. Let's see if we can attack both his two front rows. Oh, and we killed one!
Give them no quarter.
Now notice this guy is still in the third position. That's because this corpse is in the way. You can see how much what position they're in matters. This guy can't attack anybody who's not in the first two rows. This one only attacks the first two. This is only the first two. This is only the first two. This one attacks and buffs himself. So the fact that he's back here, kind of bad news for us. So this guy just got the holy hell beat out of him with this crit. So we're just going to go for the straight up, full on heal. And 5 points is respectable. That's an okay. That's alright. Don't hurt me. Oh my god. Am I really going to get wiped out on the... See the blight doing damage to him even though I'm not doing anything? Hey, hey, hey. Stress for her. See how this bat say I want... So this one is bleeding. That's why we brought the bandage. So he's taking 2 damage per round. And he just took 2 damage, by the way, because this is his turn. So at the start of your turn, that's when you take the damage. But I'm going to stop it so I don't get it for the next 2 rounds. And this is his self-butt. This makes him more aggressive. It doesn't make him more defensive. So I'm just going to attack all 3 positions here. And when we hit all 3 positions, so now 4 damage. So this one's dead. So when his turn starts, he's dead. Because he's got 4 damage per turn, and he has 4 hit points left. So he's not going to do anything except die. So we're going to concentrate on killing this one.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And, oh, we get a chance to do a heal. So let's do a heal, what do you think, on one of these two? This one? 4 points is okay. And this one... I don't think there's much point in him doing anything, really. Here, we'll buff ourselves.
In Radiance,
That has given him a buff, extra protection, and it's marked him. And maybe we can just finish this guy with the... I think this actually does a little bit of damage. 1 point. By the way, this stacks. I didn't actually get to... So just shoot the pistol at him.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. Okay, we'll open up the haha. And that's just stuff to... You use this currency in town to buy things at places. So, I have no idea why this would be, but they're not able to use their powers. So Timothy Norton cannot heal. Even though she has this perfectly good healing spell here, she cannot heal Cordison there. Because, damn it. But what I can do is select Cordison, I think, yeah, and then feed him. And a little bit of food. Gotta get some of those points back. And the torch is pretty high. So again, our scouting chance is taken after we enter the room, and we're in a room, and when we look at the map, and no scout. So what I'm going to do is not go this way. I don't know what's here, but I know nothing is here, nothing is here, and I'm going to come to this room and then come up that way. The alternative would be to come into this room and then go down and up. Or, actually, I only need 90% of the room, so I could just go here, here, and here and be done. Maybe I'll do that. I'll just go there, 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 and be done. Okay, so we're walking down the hallway. And he's taking stress, because it's... Ooh. That's what I call a trap. And sometimes, this is one of the reasons why scouting is good. Because scouting would reveal a trap. If we... Oh, see, I went in with the torch not fully lit. And that was not a problem. So, huzzah. And here's our scouting chance. and we got no scout. So we're going to go here, and we're going to get something great out of this backpack. Huzzah!
If
Yeah, that
only
was
treasure
actually
could
pretty good.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So we got a little more food, so he's full. How about you? Okay. Da 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 da. And we're almost there. So this is the other. So food, it gives you a little bit of health, as you have noticed. But this happens also. They get hungry, and when they get hungry, then you feed them, and they get a little tiny bit of health from the food. I guess 5% health. I don't know. Whatever. But if you don't feed them, if you don't have the food to feed them, they take 20% damage plus stress damage. So not having food, so I have 11, I feed them, now I have 8. So yeah. So there's a big swing there between getting 1 or 2 points of health for everybody and everybody taking a big stress hit and a big health hit. So it's a huge swing there. So you definitely want to bring food and torches, in my opinion. So the torch is high. We got the most amount of scouting we can possibly get, and it's going to reveal what's everything is there. No, it's not. We're going to fly blind, and in we go, and we're down the way, and ba ba da ba 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 da. Da, 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 da. So I've already demonstrated to you the results of not using a shovel. So I'm going to use a shovel because, yeah. And we'll go into the last room, which is here. So it looks like we're going to finish this quest. This guy causes stress. This guy does a lot of damage. They're all bastards. But we surprised them, so we're all going to go first. So this is the one I want to kill. So if I use this, this is going to do 5 to 10. And if I use this, this is going to do 3 to 6. I'm gonna go for everybody. Oh, that was a great shot. So now what I'm gonna do is cast this because as you see by the red dots, Alexander 2K here is going to hopefully plague both of them in the back row. Because there's a line between the 2 red dots there, that means both of them are attacked. And we're gonna do a point of damage if we hit. What is the chance to hit? 95, so we're probably going to hit. Wow. His blight resistance was 10%, but he didn't get blighted anyway. Screw that guy. So now I'm going to see if I can stun this guy at 10%. Hopefully I will. Yes. See, he has his deal. See, if he'd been blighted, he would not have survived his next turn. So that's a shame. And we're going to try and attack both of the first... Oh, maybe we'll make somebody... That's a stun. A stun? Does one of these have a stun? 25% chance. We're going to attack both of them. Oh, one guy's down. Okay. Oh, a dodge! In case it's not... completely obvious, there's a lot of random dice rolling here. Whatever your chance is, so this chance to plague both of them in the back row, I have a 95% chance to hit. That's the ACC, and this is their chance to. They have a blight chance of 90%, but the bottom line here is that. The game makes sure there's plenty of random shit happening. So you just never know. We actually wiped him. We got his last point. So we're going to take a shot and see if we can finish this guy. 9 points. Yes! I don't think this could go any better. So we could... does he have a stun? His stun's not too bad. Whoop. We'll try the stun. Oh, man. I'm like a god. I think this is the most amount of damage. 7 to 13. This one is 3 to 6. So this is a lot more damage. But you have to hit first. So he took his turn, but he was stunned. Fuck you, dude. And we'll go for the bleed on this guy. And miss altogether. And stun. I'm whipping through him now.
As the light gains
And this is the most amount of damage I can do. What is this?
made clear.
I don't understand. Oh, I can't hit him. He's in the first position. So it's this one, and it's 2 to 4, and this one is 4 to 7. Take the 4 to 7. Oh, it did 5. Pretty good. And hopefully this will finish him. So we got a little bit of loot.
Creatures can be
And I'm going to stay, and I'm going to check the chest. Oh, something positive. Alright, so we got some more currency. So this is all the loot we collected. We brought this and this and this and this. We collected this much money. This is stuff to buy things around town. It's currency. This is currency. This is gold. You're just selling it for gold. This gold here is gold. You sell that for gold. Also currency. Okay, off to town. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Fortunately, you can skip that. So you see, Bill McLean has gone up enough to have another happening. So he's either going to get a positive or a negative attribute, and a positive attribute. So he gets, when he's scouting in the ruins, 5%. And Timothy Norton, one of each. Range skills, well that's too bad since that's all she does. Minus 20% to weapons upgrade. Huh. Well, she doesn't really use any weapons, but that's okay.
The tents are pitched.
Okay.
Banners fly.
And, okay.
Wagons stand
And,
together.
okay. So now we have 4 heroes, and they've done, but you can see they're stressed. Alexander 2K and Timothy Norton are fairly stressed. This is not bad. A couple of dots out of 100. I don't know how many. What are the numbers? Is that 10 dots, you think? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, these are 10. So there's 20 out of 100. And there's a 200. I don't think I've ever gotten a guide to 200, but I don't know what would happen. Fun things to watch, I'll bet. But bad things definitely happen at 100. So Alexander 2K needs a break. So we're going to send him, what do you think? So this is the cheapest one, 1,000 gold. We're going to try and take care of his stress. And Timothy Norton also here. We'll send her to the brothel. Okay. So this cup means that they are at the end and they're out of it for this round. So they are not available to go on the next quest because they're working off that stress because I don't want them to freak out. But just notice that I spent 1,000 here on this fella, and I spent, was it 1,500 for her? So I've spent 2,000 gold, and you can see my gold here is 7,000. So it's an expensive proposition, and I'm going to have to spend more to provision whoever does go. So it's a thing, you know. You want to be bro. Ooh, I like this guy. He's 3rd or 4th, huh? Look at him. Back, he can use this from the back 3, this one from the back 2, this one from any position, and this one from the back 3. So he can do 3 or 4. That's excellent. And this fella, it doesn't cost anything to recruit people. This guy is the same kind of person, a plague doctor. Back 3, back 2, back 2. Also, not complicated. He's definitely in position. What do we say? 2 or yeah, 3 or 4 works for either one of these guys. So they're 3 or 4, 3rd or 4th position. It's really good. So either one of those guys. And this guy, this dot here is his, see where it says preferred position. Notice this is the brightest, so he's best off in number 1. Kind of, Bill McLean's already our number 1 guy. He has a self-heal, and a self-stress reducer. Maybe we'll put him in the 2nd position and take Cordison out, and then we're not going to have a healer at all.
Man understands
Nothing could
that
possibly go
adversity
wrong
and
there.
existence
Okay,
are one and the same.
that's fine. So we got the tavern. We also got the sanitarium is not up, but we also got this one here.
Webs have been dusted
So I think we're going to
with
leave
the
Cordison behind. We're just going to take Bill McClain.
to the faithful.
And he cannot gamble, but he can get stress relief in any other way. Should I do that? You know what? That's a lot of money, 1,500. I don't. No, I'm not. No, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I tell you, we're not going to do it. Screw it. So these other things, guilds increase. You can learn talents. So these are the talents. What do they call them? Talents, skills, whatever they are. And then they actually have swords and armor, and those would be increased when we unlock the blacksmith. And this is who would spend money. I don't have any extra. There's never any extra money. This is where people go when they die. This is stuff that you can buy, literally buy with cash. Okay, so let's figure out who's going to go where. Should we just bring Bill and Cordison along? No. We'll leave Cordison. We'll put, this guy was good for 1 or 2. Let's put him in the second position, and we'll just take both these guys. They're good in both 3 and 4, right? 3 and 4. 3 and 4. And this guy, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Yeah. And we're just not going to have any heals. So, there you go. We're all going to die. So, should we try the Warrens? Oh, I kind of like this charm. See, here's a charm. You have to have a particular kind of hero to use it, called an occultist. Don't ask me which one of those is. This one's a plague doctor. This one is, I don't know what they are. This one is a crusader. Yeah. So I'm not too excited about that trinket, but this trinket, for one thing, it goes with anybody, and for another, it has no negative. It's not the greatest. 8 + 8 dodge is pretty good. This one is a bit longer. This one is a bit longer. So we'll just take this one. Maybe we can get this trinket. And speaking of trinkets, we earned one last time. So if there's somebody that we're willing to give a -1 speed to, he could have 10% more health. Like, I don't know, speed 7, speed 7, speed 2, speed 1. Whoopsie. Let's give it to this one. I want to poison you. How about I want to poison? And we'll call this one I want to poison Poison 2. I want to buy one. How about this? I poison 2. Because nobody says he has to be articulate. He just has to poison people. On to provisioning. So you can see the trinkets. I'm going to remove unequip all trinkets, no matter where they are. They're resting in the inn, they're getting laid, whatever. They go here. And then I'm just going to put it back. You saw his speed go down from 7 to 6. Okay. So, but he got extra health, so that's good. Maybe I should give it to this guy. His speed will go down to 1, but he'd have more health, and he's going to get hit more. But he has a self-heal. Maybe I should give it to Bill McLean. He doesn't have a self-heal. Yeah, let's give it to Bill McLean. Alright, so we'll go here. We'll get collect all the trinkets. And instead, we'll give it to Bill McLean. So he goes from so he's going to go last anyway. He had a speed of 1, whatever the thing. Okay, so we're going to this one. We're going to try and get this particular trinket, and we're going to go to provisioning. So, buy the damn food. You're not going to make it without food. Got to have food. It just sucks to not have food. This one, I guess I'll get one of those. A couple of bandages. Maybe that's good enough. Away we go. And then I'm going to stop. This will be our last one. We'll see how we make it. Hopefully somebody will go mad and they'll freak out, because it's kind of fun. They start cussing, or they okay. Let's see where we are. Oh, we got a scout. Excellent. So there's a trap here and a curio, and I guess there's nobody in this room. Here comes the trap. Only we've spotted it this time. So here's the trap. So his disarm is 60, 50, 60. This one has the extra health. Oh, we got it! Notice the +8. That is stress relief because you kicked ass and did a good thing. And we think there's going to be a curio attempt here. Oh my god. The only other time I used one, oh my god. Oh well, what the hell. Oh, we found loot. The last time we had a negative, he got claustrophobia or something. He got claustrophobia here. In we go to the room. And there is, in fact, no one here. We're at plenty of torch. And we didn't get the scout. What do you think the best way to go? 90% of rooms. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. So if I don't do 2, I wouldn't get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 9 is not 90%. So I'm going to have to do 2 rooms here. Okay. Notice this is 5 squares. This is 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares instead of 4 squares. This is a little bit longer. Walking around. This is 5 squares also. So, oh god, did I buy a shovel? I don't remember. Oh fuck, I didn't buy a shovel. Stupid. That was not smart. For a group that doesn't have a healer, that maybe wasn't too bright. So we're in the room. Let's see what our scouting... No scouting. We'll go here. Da, 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 da. So if there's a trap, we're just going to blunder into it. Confession, huh? Well, you're the Crusader, Bill McLean. Uh-oh. Stress! Oh, you got a torch. Oh, down below. I went in without filling up. Still no one here. See, now that's interesting. So I don't think I need that last room. So you know what we're going to do? I know it's crazy, but I'm going to go here. And we're going to go down the hall. Torch. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Oh, well, we got a torch. Oh my god.
If only treasure could
So, oh, this will be a good... Okay. So, here's the thing. The last time I clicked on this, this game got all Lovecraftian. But it's a... So let's click on it. Let's see what... Oh, nothing happened. Okay, well, okay. It's not true that... So there's that battle promised here. I don't know if you remember, but right here there's a battle. So here it is. It looks fairly manageable. So we should be slinging plague like crazy around here. So, here. This one is the one that casts the stress. Wow, he took a lot of damage. Here comes the stress. See, he took 17 stress. And we're just going to pile on, what's it, 4 points of damage, and he has 5 points left. So, yeah, we're going to pile on. So he's dead. Next time his turn comes up, he's going to die. So, now, so he's got a bleed. You see this bleed effect, so we're going to bandage that up. And let's see, attack the first 2 rows. Wow, this guy is just straight up damage, huh? Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Ouch. Oh, with the bleed. Can I make them bleed? I can. Maybe I'll make them bleed. I resisted the bleed. So now we're gonna do, so this one has a stun or the other. Now let's put the blight on and then we'll worry about the stun. Okay. Oh, and the debuff. So this one, see, he hasn't gone yet, but when he goes, he's gonna die. He's -8 and then he only has 4 points left. So we're gonna put a poison on this one. Blight, they call it. Not really sure what blight is supposed to see the damage he took. Miss me! Oh yes! Fuck you! Weird horror guy. You call that a hit? You would see, but I still have the bleed going. Attack the first 2. Killed them both. Yep, almost. So it doesn't matter now. 5 damage per round, and he only has 3 points left, so it's over. So, can I... So, he's a Crusader, but he doesn't have any heal. Now we'll just finish it.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay. So, Torch, we'll go in the room, but there won't be anything here. Because we scouted it, as I'm sure you recall. So I want to go to this room. You have to go, okay, here. So this is just the long walk back. So you can see that the layout of the dungeon is meaningful because I'm losing torch. Basically, I'm losing torches. This is all a chance for food, for them to be hungry. Oh, I have to pick a room. This room. This is all a chance for them to be maybe need food, use up torches, get stressed, things like that. You're kind of stressed, buddy. Pretty high stress. And I'm gonna sneak in here just on the no, the light went down, so that wasn't such a good idea. Oh, except we'd already been here, so. So we're gonna go out here, and we're gonna torch, and we're going. Can't, because the room wasn't scouted. There's no way for me to avoid the trap, which caused him stress. Ooh, bonus torch.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted. And purpose is made
In we
clear.
go. Wait, this is unscouted, so we don't know what's going to happen. Turns out nothing. So let's see if our scout, we get a break on scout. Oh, we got some scouting. Excellent. So as soon as we step out, there's a battle, there's a possible curio, and then we're going to fight some more. So we're all going to die. We'll see. One of these rooms, either this one or this one, will finish the quest. We might, if depending on how we are, we might finish, but you know. Torch is good. Okay, so we gotta go. We gotta pick a room. Okay, so we're picking a room, and there comes the fight. And they're not surprised. This is the one that causes stress. He must die. So we give him some plague. Yes, so he's at 4 damage, and we're gonna give him some more plague. So now he's taking 8 damage per turn, and his turn came up, but he took 8 damage. Do you see how that works? So we don't have a healer, but the really nasty ones are always in the back row. Sometimes the ones in the front are bad, but most of the time, the really unfortunate ones are in the back row. These guys are pussies. 3 points. You call that a hit? This one attacks both ranks.
Another one falls.
Oh, we got a bandage, so that's...
Promises success.
Wait, didn't we get a bandage? Where's the bandage? Okay, that's fine. So here's a curio chance here. Torch. Oh! So we got Blight. Blight is not bad. We brought something along for Blight. So we'll just have him... Yeah. As I say, I'm not really sure what the difference is between Blight and Poison. There's probably no effective difference. I don't know. No, it's Blight and Disease, I think, is the other one. This one has to die. Now, the nice thing about this one, you can see the red bits. There's attacks both of the back ranks. This guy is also a stress giver, as we are about to find out. Fuck you. He's whispering of eldritch horrors. He dodged it, but this one's at 8. And he has 8 points left, so he's going to die. His turn's going to come up and he's just going to die. This one has 4 points per turn, and he has 9 points left, so... I don't know. Heal himself in stress? How about we attack 2 guys? That's better. Yep. Don't hurt me. I'm so pretty. Why? Ow! Quit it! Bleed chance. None of these guys have a bleed, right? Bleed, bleed, bleed. Nobody. Oh, this one bleeds, but I can't reach him. I think I'm just gonna hit this one really hard. Almost killed him. And we are gonna give this guy some more plague. Okay. Yeah. So we another 4 was 8. He had less than 8 points. His turn came up and he died. Geez, you can stack the debuffs. So we're gonna plague. I think this one. Nope, no damage, but he got the debuff and he got the blight. So this one's going to go and attack 2 guys. Hopefully it's going to kill this one and do some damage to the one in the back row also. But it's supposed to attack first 2 rows. Killed that. Oh, we got them both! And you notice his stress was, you know, that little glowy thing. I think that's reducing stress down here. And we got some food and some whatever that is. Use it to cleanse items and prevent maladies. Oh, and can it eliminate combat debuffs? Huh. Don't think for a minute that I know what I'm doing, because I don't. So we haven't finished the quest, but I'll bet when we get to this room we will. And it's going to be unscouted, so traps, whatever. Bugs! And we surprise them, so all of us are going to... So here's the new round. All of us are going to go, and then they're going to go. So we'll attack this guy in the back. Maybe I should have looked at his blight. So he's taken a blight. He has 6 points, and he's going to do 4 next round. So we'll finish him if that blight takes. So he's dead. Next, when his turn comes up, he's dead. And heal self. How much does this chop do? 8 to 16. Ouch. This is... And he has 7 points. So if this hits, he's going to die. He's just going to die. But he would have to hit. Okay. Alright. No worries. That's all good. Is there a chance to stun any of these? So stun 25%. This one does 8 to 15. And these guys... So I could kill one of these outright, maybe. 8 to 15. I'm going to kill the one in the back row.
Executed with impunity.
So this one's going to die when his turn comes up. So he's going to attack somebody. Stunned him, huh? So when his turn happens, then he dies, and then we'll just beat this guy to death. So he lost his turn, and we'll give him some blight, I guess. And oh, this guy gets another turn. He just doesn't want that guy to ever go. Massive damage, dodged. And massive damage, dodged. Oh, for fuck's sake. But the blight got him. Okay. So this says, so he's got his blight resistance downs, and this said can also be applied to a hero to eliminate combat debuff. But not during. This looks. Oh, that looks good. We got a buff. Plus 20% damage. Do you think there'll be something in the room? This is used to purge evil and restore purity. Can be applied to hero to increase resistances. I don't know what that means. Let's try it and see. Oh, wow. 3 rounds of... Oh. Wow. So, wow, okay. That's alright. That one. These two and back. I like having 2 Plague Doctors. Do them both. And then we go to the next Plague Doctor and do them both. Oh, missed. Shit. Well, it's a start. And I like this. This attack is... oh, it's a 75% as a... Well, 75%. 15 points. And the minimum that I'm going to do is 8 to 16. This one... 8 to 16. Let's see if we can just kill this guy. Ugh. God damn it. Don't hurt me. Ouch! Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Don't do bad thing. Oh, stressful incantation. That isn't... Oh, he dodged it. Fuck you. Haha. You guys suck. This is gonna hurt. Ouch. Damned arrow slinging sons of bitches. Well, so far I haven't done a lot of damage to these guys. But I'm an optimist. Oh! What? That's tough. So this, if I can hit, this will give them 8 points of damage. Now that was, did I double? Yeah, so they're going to take 8 points of damage when their next turn starts. This one's going to die, and this one almost dead. So hopefully we can just finish him. It would have been, so he's just going to die next turn. There's nothing that can be done about it. So let's attack. Stun? Is he 25% chance? Alright, let's take our stun chance. Why? Oh, I can't attack. It has to in the back row. Well, let's go with the old blight then. Ah. I'd hit him as hard as you possibly can. Oh, that was pretty hard, alright. And you, finish him! Yes! Cool. So, what's going to happen is, I don't know, just... Can I heal self? Buff target? Because he's going to die no matter what. 8 points of damage, and he's only got 1 point left. I don't know how long this lasts, but maybe... Oh, for one battle. Was that a trinket?
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Let's see what happens here.
Packs laden with loot.
I think we got a trinket.
On supplies.
Oh, bounty hunter only. Bounty hunter. I think maybe... Should we go to the last room? Sure, we're fine. But we have completed the quest. We didn't have to. Oh, look, a trap. Excellent. How are we doing for food? That looks like we're good. It's a lot easier to heal health than it is food. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh, a buff. Ah. Ah, we had enough food to eat in the end. Excellent. Well, maybe there'll be a fun fight in here. Boring. Okay, we actually made it to all of them. So, good. We're done. We lived without a healer. The healing, it's not as big a deal as you might think. Obviously, it's very important. It does take a long. They got to get down. Once they take your last health point, then you're at death's door. You don't actually die. But it's a very stressful situation for you. I poison 2. One of each. Obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. So if he sees a bookshelf, he'll probably take it. And is good at scouting in the ruins. Could be worse. That was alright. So hopefully we'll find... Okay, so Timothy Norton, man in a woman's body, looks like she cleaned up her stress. Yeah, so here she is, and she's cleaned up her stress. In the tavern, Alexander Couquet got loaded, and he's feeling a little better. And the blacksmith's unlocked, the guild is unlocked, and... okay. Okay, good. So, let's see what the stagecoach has brought us. Kind of hoping for another healer. Grave Robber, huh? Looks like she's good for 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, front row only for this. See where it says back 2 in the Shadow Fade skill? That means that if you use this skill, you'll back up 2 positions. And this one is Cure Blight and Bleed and give yourself a dodge and speed. Interesting. So attack the middle 2, attack anybody. So it's not good for back row. Interesting. May not meditate in town. Interesting. I love these guys. Oh, he doesn't have the best skill ever. Is this it? Retribution. This skill, it doesn't do much damage, but what it means is if you're attacked, he counterattacks. So every time he's attacked, so if he's attacked by everybody in the, if all the bad guys attack him, he attacks each one in turn. And so he is, that is, doesn't do a lot of damage when you first do it, but it sure amounts to a lot of damage in the end. No problem with casting that first thing, but he's kind of a frontline guy. Position 2 or 3, 2, 1 and 2, all positions, all positions. All positions. Wow, he's got a lot of, yeah, it's not the greatest. But, I don't care, we're taking him. They don't cost anything. This guy is weird and I don't understand him. He's the occultist and I don't understand anything he does. It's just so weird. But I see that that is a back rank from any position. Wait. Back rank attacks back rank and attacks the back rank. This is heals people. Vulnerability hex. Damage modifier minus 90. Interesting. Wow. So they're going to do 90% of the damage they would normally do. That's a hell of a debuff. And it marks the target. And it reduces their... That's an interesting... Yeah, that is interesting. We're going to... Wow, first or second position. Huh. I was going to... That heals for 0 to 13, but causes 3 points of damage. That's kind of a gamble. The odds are you'd come out ahead. Oh, okay. Kind of hoping for another healer. But Timothy Norton is feeling much better. And in fact, you went with us, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, Bill McLean is... Maybe it's time to get you laid, buddy. What do you think? Tavern. Oh, all the positions are open. The cheapest one is just a... Oh, that's right. You only want to meditate, I think. We'll only pray for stress relief. You're very pious, Bill McLean. Very pious man. Pray to a higher power. This is meditating. This is praying. This is self-flagellation. So this is the only way you can reduce stress, and we're just gonna take you out of it. So I'm gonna stop because we went through. You got an idea how this game goes, and I hope that what I've tried to communicate is that it's fun to watch shit happen to them. You can't hold on to anybody. So yes, I'm gonna spend 1,500 curing your stress a little bit. And yes, I spent stress money on maybe I'll spend money on these guys. But basically, you just want to bring a bunch of people along. You don't want to get one guy to 10. You want to get everybody to 3. I think that's been my strategy so far. So when I take this party out, the next party to go out, we're going to have we're going to take maybe one of these experienced guys. They're a bunch of level 1s here. What is this? Sort by class, sort by activity, sort by level. I guess this is sorted by level. Yeah, so this is the least experienced guy, I guess. And I would think this would be the most experienced guy. That's you. You went on 2 missions. I don't know why you're not at the top. But anyway, so I'll take one of these guys, and I'm going to try and take the least experienced guy. So you take one guy as kind of a, all right, we need somebody solid. And then you bring everybody else along. And if somebody dies, then they die. We got a trinket too, didn't we? Let's have a look at the trinkets. Wising up about trinkets a little bit. See this, more health points for 1 speed. I prefer trinkets where you don't lose anything. So I don't have a bounty hunter, but if I did, this would be a great trinket because it only gives positive things for him. This is a great 10% stun skill chance. I guess that's my chance to stun, so I should give it to somebody who can stun. But there's no negative to it. It's all positive. This is a positive and a negative. 10% hit points. I don't know if that's like totally compelling. -1 speed, but just all so. So when I'm scouting to see where I'm looking ahead to see where I'm going to go, if I do this one, -20 chance for the party to be surprised, but I lose a speed. But if I did this one, then I would get, for the highwaymen, I'd get 10% damage from range skill, which would be great. But stun resist goes down. Didn't actually get stunned very much, I don't think. This one is chance to cause bleed, but you lose your bleed resist. This one is blight resist and disease resist, but you lose speed. This one is... See, now this is an interesting trinket. So it's 10% damage, but you minus 50% healing skills, but the Crusader doesn't have any healing skills. This is you. Do you? Oh, there's a self-heal here. Self-heal. Huh. And here's the heal also. Okay. But again, see, it's good and bad, and I don't know if I'd like that. This one is, Revelation is 100% less. I don't know what Revelation is. Apparently it's bad. Plague Doctor. See, this one. This seems like a pretty, only for the Plague Doctor. That was this one, Alexander 2K and one of these guys. Range skill, accuracy, stun chance, blight chance, great, but plus 25 stress. So you kind of have to, I think when you're picking, you want to pick difficulty, and and I've been trying to just take the easy runs. I'm afraid to do this. I don't even know what the hell this means. Darkest level 6, but I'm afraid, Bill McLean. All right, buddy. I think that's it. Just a little intro. I was just rambling through this whole thing. I tried to explain things, but it's difficult to explain things when you have no idea what you're talking about. um, the guild is where you improve skills.
We will face
So we'll
ever
take.
greater threats.
Let's see.
Our soldiers must be
Cordyceps
ready.
probably going to go. So I can improve his pistol for 250, or I can improve this skill. I see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I can improve it. I can improve this skill, or I can buy a new skill for him. And here at the blacksmith,
Close blast once again.
where is
Forge
he?
stands
Here.
ready to make
I
weapons
can
of
improve
war.
the pistols themselves. So right now I'm using a flintlock, um, and let's see the currency here to improve these things. So I can spend 750 and improve the pistol from 5 to 10 to 5 to 10, but more crit, more speed. Um, wait, hold on. Here's the flintlock, and then here's the flintlock compared to what it will be, the versatile pistol and blade. So does that make sense? Yeah. So we go from 5 to 10 to 6 to 12, the crit from 5% to 6%, and the speed base stays the same. So that's the blacksmith. But basically, you go here to learn your spells. He doesn't have any spells, but you get the idea. You're learning or improving these. And here you're actually increasing the weapons and armor, the actual weapons and armors themselves. See, I think with her, this would increase her mace, which she's just going to be in the back, right? So if we did increase the armor, I see I ran out of currency here, so I can't do that. Um, but I could maybe increase her spells here. His, hers, gender. So what I could do is, if she's going to kind of be in the, see, these are back row people. Back row, back row, back row. You can see by the white dots. So this one is front row. And it's not bad to have front row because, like, what if you get pulled to the front? Because sometimes they fuck with the position of your party. It's absolutely devastating. It's just, no! Um, but, like, I could get another, this is heal everybody a little bit. This one is stealth. I don't think we need to worry about stealth. This one is... This one does damage to the first 3 rows. I would think heal everybody. I'm rich. Maybe I should try it. Should I try it? So I bought it. And now I'm going to buff it up a little. So I'm done. So I'm going to go here. And here, now watch this. So this one is locked. And this is unlocked. So I'm going to take off the front row. Oh, look, I gambled and now I'm a super cheat. So I'm going to click here. And this is the little diamond. See the diamond? No diamond. Diamond. No diamond. So I take the diamond off, and now I'm going to click on this one. That means I'm going to use this one. So what I've done is gotten rid of the melee up close business, and I just have the back row stuff now. This heals everybody in the party for 2 to 3. This heals one person 4 to 5. This is, you get the idea. Took me a while to figure out about this clicky unclicky business. Not quite sure I really have it yet. I'm excited about this game. I think it's fun. Everybody dies. I'm kind of sorry that you didn't see somebody freak out, because they do freak out. You get them stressed and they're just like, it goes, your stress has reached 100 and so something's going to happen, and then you're like paranoid. And then you just start saying these paranoid things like, you're all out to get me, or you've been sabotaging me from the beginning, or I'll never be able to complete my... And then when you say it, like, other people get stressed out. It has a negative effect on the party. And if you get stressed enough, if you do that second 100, well, I don't know. I've never gotten that far. All right, I'm totally stopping. Okay, man. This has no multiplayer component. So, I think there is a PvP of some sort. I'm not sure. There might be some kind of multiplayer you can buy for it. I don't know. But I don't think so. All right. Take care. So long. Bye.